Hey, what's up, guys? So it's Saturday morning, and I go over a lot of things that aren't just prop firms. By the way, if you've been liking my videos, be sure to subscribe. I come out with content every day, and I'm going to start trading live through the week as well. So every Saturday, I basically just review kind of the market in general because I'm not so stuck on intraday moves, trading prop firms and intraday scalping options and things like that. That you kind of see my videos through the week, and on the weekend I kind of focus on longer term plays, really swing trading options, my retirement fund and things like that. And I just do a quick overview on Saturday to see where companies are, um, you know, where they are, where I'd like to buy them. I set my alerts. Let me just take this off. This is the pivot points, and that's where I'm at right now. So we're doing fairly well on options this year. Last couple of weeks were kind of up and down, but overall we've been had a really good year. And yeah, I'm just looking for some stuff for my retirement funds. A couple companies that I really like. I'm looking to add Shift4 Payments is one that I actually like. It just seems like the payment industry has been under fire. PayPal reported, and they didn't really go anywhere. So I don't know. I've been watching this. I would love it to come down a little bit more, but this one has been on my radar. I'm actually just gonna. I set alerts on Saturday. This is kind of my alert day. Um, I wanted to buy SE also. I like what they're doing. Some of the big ones though, Celsius. I'll say I've traded Celsius a bunch. I've been in it, but man, their product is so good. Kind of looks like bear flaggy a little bit. I'm hoping it comes down and touches the 200. That'd be like the ultimate for me personally. Um, I love the product though. It's definitely growing. Baba, I just took this all the way up. If you watch one of my other videos, I was so Baba I actually did buy at like 70, and I just sold out on Thursday. The reason I sold out was um, we just went from 70 to 80 in a week, and earnings is coming up. So, listen, can it keep going up? Without a doubt. I think Baba has a ton of cash on hand. I think they're undervalued. I can see this going back up to, 120 range. But where else am I going to get, you know, 12, 15% on my money in a week? Um, there has to be profit taking soon. Not saying it's going to go back down, but this is definitely one on my radar that when it comes back down, I will be looking to add. I absolutely love Shopify. Love Shopify. I'm in a position in Shopify. I bought it at 69 and a half. Um, I basically set an alert just like I'm doing right now in one of these Saturday sessions. And I bought basically right on the 200, and it's paid off. I'm not looking to sell this position. We're going into earnings. I love Shopify, and I think Shopify is going to continue going up. Just the trends of the world point to Shopify. Just keep adding and adding and adding. So this is one I'll probably hold. I've had it before, um, and I've been looking to, you know, I think I sold it up here somewhere, and I was looking to re-add, and I like to add around the 200 on a lot of things. Once you start watching my videos, you'll see that a lot. So I added it to 200, and we're up. We're up. What is it, like 7% already? Um, I know it doesn't sound like a lot when you're like used to options, where you're like, oh, I got, you see these gurus and whatnot, but I'm talking retirement money. Um, I also bought a long-term options at 69.50. I want to say I bought it like here, like April 17th, and literally a couple days later it popped up to like 74, and I sold it. I was up a good amount because I think I bought August, and I got a pretty good percentage on my money. I think it was like 25% or something, and I was like, I'm out. That's more than enough for me. Um, Here's another one, but I am not in there. So yeah, Etsy. I mean, you see my list. Etsy's on there. These are all lists of ones I follow. The problem is Etsy needs some changes done within their company. They got attacked by Temu. Um, I don't see Etsy as a. They're not growing at all. They got to change some things. Oxy is one of these I like. Actually, I set an alert. I think Buffett bought around 58 or added, and anytime it comes around there, if you look, we bounce. So that's what I've been doing is just kind of I buy in like 58 range options out about 3 months, either vertical spread or straight calls, and it's paid off every time. Let's see what else we have that I'm just setting alerts for that I've been taking a look. PayPal had earnings. They popped, dropped. That's kind of dead money for now. Uh, this chart is so nice. I just sold this the other day. I don't know really. I got to look into what's pushing the airlines, but yeah. I mean, recently them and United have been going up. This is one of those that was hot. This was a hot company for a little bit. So I like DigitalOcean. Um, I like DigitalOcean a lot. I just can't buy. I owned it in the 20s. Um, I took a beating as it went all the way down to yeah, to like 20. I mean, I want to say I owned a lot of it around 25, and I held all the way down, and I prayed that the earnings were good, and then I ended up unloading it just to get out. I like the company. Um, I can't buy it at 34. Uh, it looks like it's going to break the 200. Maybe we do get another retest down here, and so this company is actually growing a lot. Um, yeah, they do. Yeah, I like this company. They've had some really good earnings. They just can't get a break. I don't know what the deal is. The chart does not look good. It kind of looks like it's rolling over. It's testing support again. It breaks below there. You're going to get a 10% flush. This shoe company is awesome, by the way. Um, I just don't know how much higher it can go. That's my thing. They had earnings were bad here. It was something to do with the conversion rate between, was it like the Swiss franc and the US dollar? And that's why the earnings came down and it shot right back up. I do like it. Um, just, you know, I gotta buy it lower. Same thing with Crocs. Crocs is another one I like, but where is Crocs at? I think it's like 124. I thought the dude, what was that, the dude sandals and something like that. Um, that they took over. I thought that was a good acquisition. It just seems like it's not um, taking off as I thought. Earnings are pretty solid almost every time, but now they're kind of at that point. Every time they get up here, they end up coming back down. Um, I mean, I would need this back down around like 90. Housing markets, it's crazy. How housing, all I hear is housing's taking a beating, but Toll Brothers is just going up. All right, here's one I really like. I love Cloudflare. Um, with it, I guess they just reported earnings. I I'm in Cloudflare for the long haul. Um, I will add if it gets down here. Um, I just feel like they're everywhere. Um, they're growing. They're adding new features onto their security, and I think web security is not going anywhere. It's going to be an ever growing industry, and I know Cloudflare is one of those. This is another security company. I've been following TDD for a while. They just haven't really made, they make moves, but I don't know if the growth is done. I typically like buying stocks that are under $100 to be, like I'll have these on my radar and like, the Pepsis and, for solar. I keep all this stuff on there, but this is an awesome company. Duolingo, jeez, I'm not buying it here. It's just, if you're in, you're in. Actually, the only one I kind of like Tesla. I almost bought some Tesla back down around 150, and I wish I didn't. I was waiting for it to retest like the 100. I don't know if it will ever get this low again. But yeah, AMD is another one. So AMD reported earnings the other day. Okay, they obviously are in the chip industry. It's great. They had this great formation where it was making, kind of like a wedge, and then it broke and ran. I do believe that AMD will continue to grow. It's kind of like, you know, they're not in the spotlight as much as Nvidia is. I do like it. I like it better if it would come down another $25 or so. I'll buy some long-term options actually. But TSM. So let's hear about TSM. So TSM, I love this company. The issue with TSM that's in everybody's mind is always, is China going to take over Taiwan or try to take over Taiwan? If that wasn't in play, I think this company would be so much higher. This is one of those that I love the stock, I love the company. It's just in a bad area of the world. Um, See, I think overall the market is going to pull back. So they released the GDP numbers the other day, and uh, it wasn't great. But then after that, all these tech earnings came, and everyone's double beats and all that other good stuff. But if you're looking at this chart right now, you have to assume that we're going to come back down. It just seems that way. Powell's talking inflation higher for longer. Um, it's just the economic things are not in our favor, and I feel like we're retesting this breakdown. So we broke down over here, and we're retesting it, and then I just feel like we're gonna drop. I think if we're up tomorrow, if we're up on Monday, I think I'm going to take a longer term short position. I would like to see another day up. As you can see, I set alerts already on this. That's what these dotted lines are. So yeah, once we hit that, I am willing to take it. And there's this massive gap at 428, but I do feel like we're gonna head down to the 200 at some point. It doesn't take long. Look, we were here, and I mean, it doesn't take long to, what do they say? Staircase up, elevator down. So a couple bad days. Look at this. This drop from 40, 30 points. There's no reason why you couldn't drop 30 points again and come down somewhere around here. And the 200's coming up, and it'll kind of meet. So, oh, Path is interesting. They do a lot of the robotic stuff. Um, I feel like every time they have earnings, it's good earnings for whatever reason. I just feel that way. I mean, they pop, but it never sustains the run. But it's one of those companies that I've had on my watch list. Man, this company was so much higher at one point. I mean, look at where they were. But it's one of the ones I've been following, and I think they have a bright future. I think it's going to take a long time to get there. Um, but if it does come back down around here, I'll grab some in my retirement. And I always like this one. This is Toast. You've seen Toast around. There are a lot of places. I feel like they're growing. Um, I just think because of the payment processor with the restaurants, it just doesn't really get the investments and people buying as some of these other companies do. This company's taking a beating. Hims is one I like. Hims is one I like a lot. I feel like Hims could do a lot of stuff. They could add more lines. They have the customer base. Um, I feel like Hims can do quite a bit. I don't like buying it even up here. I really would love to see it retest 10 or under 10. Um, it looks like they had a blowout quarter here, and then they went as high as wow, $17. It's a big drop from 17. Earnings coming up. Uh, I remember them. Yeah, I remember them in the sixes because I owned it. I actually bought it here, and I sold it around like $8, being like, oh, I just took it from 6 to 8. Like it wasn't even that long, but boy, did I miss out. Um, I like the company. They have a user base, and I feel like if they can add more products, they can grow. I just don't know what the cost of adding more products is, and all that other stuff. Nerd Wallet. Nerd Wallet's never going super high or super low. It's one of those that if you just play the ranges, I feel like you could swing. I've done it a couple times. Oh, here's another one. SoFi. SoFi had earnings. I think the earnings were increased due to like a one-time investment or something like that. Um, I do like this company. I think they will trend up. I think if you like, I added some around here, and I'm fine with that. And if it goes down lower, I'll probably add more. Um, it seems every time it comes down into like the 550 range, we go back up. But they're doing a lot of things. I kind of like the company. Um, but yeah, oh, here's another Buffett company. I had this one too. This one was good. If this ever comes back down, I'll buy. Oh, where's Melly? Melly's the only stock that's super high in price that I kind of want to buy, but oh, they just had earnings and earnings were good. Cool. Missed out. Missed out. It's another company I really like. So Netflix is actually interesting because they're starting to put on all these live events, and I'm curious if Netflix becomes a provider of live sporting events, it's going to start chewing into the Hulu and the pay-per-views and things like that. I think they're testing it with boxing with Mike Tyson and one of the Paul brothers, Logan Paul, or the other one. Um, it will be interesting to see Netflix over the next year or so, if that is a success, raise prices or do like kind of like pay-per-view. If you want to watch this event, it's $15. And instead of doing it for free, they start charging on a per event basis. And I think it could get them a ton of extra money. Am I buying it? Am I buying it up here? No. Um, will I buy it if it came down? I think I would finally become a long-term investor in Netflix if it came back down around 460 ish. Um, see what Lily's doing. Kind of look like a triple top here. Man, they've had such a run with that drug. It's crazy. All right, I don't mean to drag this on. I mean, I look at all these charts all the time on my weekend, so I'll do like a Saturday, I guess, like coffee and charts. Um, if you have companies that you want me to take a look at or discuss, or actually, I when I'm not looking at this, I look at like the financials and the growth and year over year growth and things like that. That's kind of what how these companies get on my radar, and then eventually like they drop off. Like I know I'm not looking at ANET anymore. I should probably start taking them off the list, but I just haven't cleared my list in a long time. Um, but yeah, so if you have companies you want me to look at, just comment below. I'll take a look. And yeah, I'm going to start live trading during the week, so be sure to subscribe so you get notified. That's about it. We're up pretty good on options this year, and hopefully we continue. All right. Enjoy your weekend.